Shalom, first and foremost. All praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation to all Yakim, pushing this word day in and day out, man. Doing this quick lesson, man, on passport bros, man. I got to harp in on the passport bros, man, because as I said previously, once upon a time I was a passport bro. Like way before it was common knowledge, I say back in the early 2010s. Okay, which that wasn't super early, but it was still early compared to today's timing. All right, because these niggas jumping on the wave, man, getting themselves killed out there. They're moving recklessly. They're putting everything online. We didn't do none of that shit back then for the most part, man. There was no passport video. There was only one video when I was traveling. One video on the DR, man. And he had this simp nigga. His name was Jamel something, simp nigga from New York. He was interviewing the harlots. Why they was being harlots. You know what I mean? Hey, that's the spirit that the Lord put on them. Because America's a harlot, okay? And all these nations, all these countries, and all these women follow after the ways of America, man. Modern day Egypt. All right, that great whore, man. All right, that deceived many nations. So, I'm gonna read a little bit of this article I saw because it's pretty much shaping, how it's like to be a passport bro visiting Colombia, man, because you got a lot of guys getting put to death. Jakes, all Jakes, man. Maybe a few heathens sprinkled in here and there, but you got hundreds of Jakes going out to Colombia getting put to death because Colombia, they known to have the most beautiful women on this side of the planet, man. Not only their face is beautiful, their body is voluptuous, curvy. Some got the enhancement BBLs and some don't. Hey, I seen a woman at the gym. It was like 2 nights ago. Man, her body was like so perfect. I had a question like, damn, is that a BBL or not? I'm leaning more towards it was a BBL, man. Meaning like her ass was poking from afar and her waist was just super, super trim. Like, I was like, oh shit. Like, normally most women don't get a reaction out of me, but she looked like something that was sketched. You know what I mean? That's how thick she was. Something out of a sketchbook. So it's like, that's how you know this place is Babylon, because here it is, man. You got women with BBLs looking better in some certain instances than women with real asses, because a woman with BBL, like the woman I saw, man, I mean, it's 50-50, whether it's a BBL or not. But like her shape was crazy. Like I was like, oh shit. When I seen her, you know what I mean? And that's rare for a bitch to make me. Because I believe I got pretty high standards. Certain brothers is picky. Certain brothers ain't. Me, I'm more of a pickier brother when it comes to a bad bitch. But this bitch was a bad bitch, okay? So this guy right here, Steven Valdez, at his home in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So he's a Ephraimite, right? Travel blogger was drugged and robbed last year in Medellin, Colombia, after meeting a date on Tinder. So here it is. He's in Puerto Rico, man, which I've been to Puerto Rico. You got a lot of beautiful women there, but it's very, Americanized. It's very feminized. You know what I mean? So I could see why he felt like he had to leave Puerto Rico, to go somewhere else to meet with women. Even though Puerto Rico, you can meet a Puerto Rican woman that's in the country, maybe, get away from the city, and have better chances. But, that's what shows you why this devil got to be put down. Because, can't even get a decent woman to raise a decent family, And it says powerful sedatives are behind a spate of violent crimes. U.S. officials say many victims are Americans in Medellin who uses dating apps. All right, so it goes to show you that Esau's about to issue some type of travel ban, or try to make people take the mark that go to Colombia. It's going to be some type of it's gonna be some type of decree that Esau's gonna file for, to keep Jake away, or Jake, monitored, shit like that, man. It's gonna get crazy out here. Okay, so we gonna see what the Lord does, man, real soon, man. Okay, we gonna see, because ultimately Esau, he does the bidding of the Most High and His Son, man. Okay. Oh shit, Medellin, Colombia is not far from Panama, so it's not too far too. That's another reason why people go to Colombia, because it's not too far from America, because Panama is considered Central America. All right. You got stories of guys hiring armed guards and shit, man. In Colombia, man, it's getting crazy. All right, so it says, like scores of visitors to the Columbia city last year. Mr. Valdez, a travel blogger. Yeah, you see, it wasn't no travel bloggers 10 years ago, but now, you have for every facet of society, you have a sector on YouTube nowadays, man, which is oversaturating everything, man. All right, said he was told at a hospital that he ingested a powerful, potentially fatal cocktail of sedatives, including a drug called scopolamine. Yeah, if you want to learn about scopolamine, go on Razor Ray's page, which he's a travel guy too. He's a travel blogger. And then Peso Man, he's I like Peso Man because he rebukes these passport bros, because a lot of these passport bros ain't right, man. They 2/3. They their whole purpose to travel is to commit adultery and shit like that. Scopolamine makes its victims black out, and experts say can also make them unusually open to suggestion, including agreeing to hand over wallet or reveal passwords. All right. Hey, oh shit, the Andes Mountains. I believe that's where my garment came from, man. The U.S. Embassy in a previous security note describes scopolamine as an odorless, tasteless, memory-blocking substance used to incapacitate robbed unwary victims, and warns of using dating applications in Colombia or visiting nightclubs and bars. All right. Yeah, so like, if I were to ever go to Colombia, I would make my own drinks with this whole scope situation, man. I'll make sure I'm going to a legit liquor store and buying me some legit liquor, or yan or whatever, man. Wine, liquor, things of that nature. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, they stealing cell phones. You got the Jack Boys out there, the Moto Cocho Jack Boys. They run up on you in a moto, which the Moto Cocho is like a, it's like a, I want to say it's a dirt bike, but it's like a scooter type of motorcycle, man. If that's the best way I can describe it, man. All right, it's like super cheap, man. I'm gonna jump down. Perpetrators see the robberies as attacks, and tourists whom they view as wealthy and in Colombia to prey on women. Intent is not to kill anybody. He said they called it giving guys something to sleep. Last year, Medellin saw 1.4 million visitors, nearly 40% whom were American, man. Yeah, and the spot that people go to is the clock tower, man. To pick up harlots, man. Okay. Because, the American woman is finished. Don't nobody want her, man. If the American woman was so great, why aren't the passport bros coming here? If they're so great, why aren't they coming here? To meet their wives? Because it's bullshit, man. Most of these women in America, they go to sleep with wet boxes, man. On their own, playing with themselves, sex toys, things of that nature. Okay. So I'm gonna read this. Is it during the pandemic? Mr. Valdez is the Guy at the top left Los Angeles, where he worked in television production, to travel and work on his blogs, including one called We Like Colombia. He was in Medellin last May, working in taking bachata lessons. He said when he opened Tinder to find a dance partner after his date with a woman called herself Louisa. He said he woke up in his Airbnb alone and unable to stand up. His right leg felt broken. Police later told him his captors likely had beat him because he had resisted being robbed. Mr. Valdez said hospital blood tests revealed presence of scopolamine and another drug called clonazepam, a depressant. He lost his phone, his laptop, wallet, and there's about 7 bands. All right. So you gotta watch. You gotta vet these women. These guys don't vet these women. They just looking to get a quick nut, man. You gotta really, really vet these women, man. You know, bring them to a hotel that has security and so forth, man. Okay, so this shit is an everyday occurrence in Colombia, man. Which those are Jakes, man. I believe more than likely from the tribe of Asher. And Asher means happy, man. Ashar means happy. Okay. Because they like to party, they like to have a good time, And it goes to show you that, hey, the Lord is visiting these Jakes, man. Okay. It was a FBI. I believe it was an FBI or DEA agent. I want to say DEA agent or some shit. Old nigga, like 60 years old, retired nigga. He was down there in Colombia. I think some Colombian niggas ran up on him, tried to rob him. He ain't listen, man. He ain't agree with his adversary, man. He ain't give up his shit. He tried to fight back. His old ass tried to fight back. He's too slow. He's too chubby. Can't move no more. And niggas shot his ass, killed him, man. Right on tape, man. So, hey, these passport bros are getting judged left and right, man. This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach 34:9. A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. Yeah, man. When you travel, you know many things. You know how to deal with different people, different situations, and so forth, man. Yeah, you're going to encounter demons along the way, just like anything else, especially if you're a man of the Lord. But you got to combat them demons, rebuke them demons, man. Hey, if possible, put curses on them demons, man. If they won't leave you the fuck alone, man, or if they being extra, man, you put curses on their ass and let the Yahweh Shem Yahushua deal with them, because we're not at our liberty to be fighting off everyone that comes at us with static and shit like that. We're not at liberty to do that, man. We ain't in that time. So we just let the Lord deal with them, man. And it says, verse 10, he that have no experience knoweth little, but he that have traveled is full of prudence, man. Yeah, you full of knowledge, much wisdom, man. Hey, man, I got my first passport at 17, man. And I ain't know what it was. I thought it was just a piece of paper. But, hey, the person, I believe it was my older cousin, he told me, hey, you're going to need this the rest of your life. And I have. I've been using it on and off. I haven't, used it in a minute. But, hey, if the Spirit allowed, then, I'm going to put it in the Lord's hand and use it then. All right. If the Spirit allows me to use it again. All right. Verse 10, he that hath no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence. So, yeah, man, when you just stuck in your box, because most Jake, man, don't travel, man. They starting to now because the social media says you have to travel, man. Because I remember, even in the world, I used to have a social media page, and I remember one time, this one little light-skinned bitch I like, she told me my page is boring. This is back in the MySpace days when, mid-2000s, maybe late 2000s. She told me my page is boring because I was like, what you mean my shit was boring? But then I think I met this other Jake, and he was like, yeah, you got to put pictures. He was telling me about how to work social media and shit. He's like, yeah, you gotta put pictures, because I ain't had no traveling pictures. Even though I did travel, I didn't have none on my page. But he's basically told me, well, I ain't had no partying pictures, none of that shit. He basically told me, yeah, you gotta have pictures of you traveling, doing shit, you know. But me, I'm not really a picture person. Like, only time I'll take a picture if it's like an older person, were asked to take a picture of me. So I'll honor that. I'll honor that, because, you know, the, I don't want to offend a elder, okay, per se, even though they're not my elders in the truth. But, even a worldly elder, I'd rather not offend them, okay? So I'll take a picture with them, but way before I'll do something with a younger person. Like a younger person, I'll say no. But an older person, it's hard for me to say no. Okay. He that have no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence. When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. Yeah, man, you see many things, many environments, many terrains, many, even animals, many languages, many people, it's you're getting out of your box, your comfort zone, you know what I mean? When you're in your home, when you're in your own state all the time, you're in your comfort zone. That's why I like to travel, because I like to get out of my comfort zone, man. When you're doing that constant day to day work, go home, over and over. Like, I don't know, I can't just live like that. I gotta like experience something different, man. And I understand more than I can express. And then even when I travel, like more than time, like I travel alone. Most of the time, man. I'll be alone, and I understand more than I can express. I was oft times in danger. We're really not alone, because we got the angels with us wherever we go. I was oft times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. Yeah, and I've been in situations where, during my travels where, it was pretty much a life or death situation, but Yahweh Shem Yahshua delivered me, He put the perfect spirit in me to make the perfect move, man, okay? In that situation for me to escape, things of that nature. All right. So that's just my personal testimony, and you brothers, I'm sure, because most brothers done did some traveling. So, every brother got their situation. Most brothers did some type of traveling, whether it's domestic or international. Yeah, brothers that's been in a service, right? Things of that nature. Or brothers that travel for work or even for pleasure, things like that, man. This is Ecclesiastes 25 and 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Yeah, and that's what these passport niggas doing. They're getting high, they're getting drunk. Because that's another thing that they won't tell you. What they find in these passport guy systems, man. A lot of these guys probably got coke, weed, mollies, Zanes, Zaza, all these drugs in their system from A to Z. And they get scoped and their body can't handle it. They just go into a state of shock, start foaming out the mouth, and put to death. And then them Colombians, them called Pablo, the Colombian woman called Pablo Escobar. You run in there, and take the nigga shit and get up out of there, man. So, scripture says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, man, and desire not for pleasure. Yeah, and that's why the main reason these passport bros travel is to desire a woman for pleasure, man. Okay, they don't travel to meet a wife and nothing. They just want to get their quick fix in and use the so-called strength of the dollar to get some cheap box, man, which, I've been there and done that. But, at the end of the day, you want, a submissive type of woman, man, traditional woman, which is hard to find in this society, man. I mean, it's so bad, you're better off just staying single, man. No kids, no nothing. No attachments, no marriage. That's the best way to move, man. No attachments, man. But if you do deal with a woman, the best route to go, number one, get a heathen woman, because they still respect their man. They may not be as lively. They may not cook as good food, whatever, but, at least she'll respect you more than a so-called black woman, maybe a Latino woman. But that's number one, get you a heathen woman. Number two, get you a Northern tribe woman. All right. And then last but not least, try to avoid the black woman at all costs. But if you can't get nothing else, then just deal with her. But just know it won't last long, man. You deal with a black woman, it's not going to last long. You either going to get tired of her or she going to get tired of you. Okay. That's just how it goes, man. Just know it's like her exit date could be at any moment, man. Because the so-called black woman always got an exit strategy, man. Okay. And that's why, these passport bros are traveling, because they tired of dealing with the black one. First Ezra 4:27, many also have perished, have erred and sinned for woman, man. Okay. And that's why these passport blows, getting put to death because over a woman, man. They done uplifted a woman, trusted and believed in a woman so hard, man, that they getting robbed. That's the least of their words, getting robbed, but a lot of them getting killed, man. Read this. Since the pandemic, Medellin has drawn many digital nomads seeking cultural immersion in cheap state. And investigators and lawyers say that criminals are targeting them for robberies, man. All right. The scriptures say thou shalt not steal. So, the Colombians, which most of them don't know, the Israelite in the land of Colombia, more like they still worship the Cesare Borgia. But guess what? They stole, thousands of dollars, which thousands of dollars in Colombia can last your whole year. Like $10,000. You're living good in Colombia for a whole year, man. On 10 bands alone. Okay. Maybe 2 years. All right. But that's a lick to them, man. Because they used to not having shit. They work hard as hell for pennies on the dollars, man. Because Esau, the so-called white man's in rulership, putting hell on Jake, man. This shit is sick, but hey. I'm trying to get a good picture. I'll probably use that as the thumbnail of the clock tower in Colombia. Yeah, so this is what Jake is going down there for, man. Medellin woman. Medellin, so I always mispronounce it. Colombian woman, man. Okay. Which DR, DR done changed. DR used to be how they hype up Colombia. But one thing about the Dominican women, which they from the tribe of Simeon, they prefer, even though they'll deal with you, they still go back to their own man, they'll deal with you, You got some Colombian woman right here. Like the one on the right and the one in the middle, attractive young ladies. Okay. Because you want to get yourself a young lady, You don't want no old, used up, beaten down demon, man. Okay. So I'm gonna end it there, man. You see, this is how Jake living in shanty towns and shacks and shit, man. No AC, But I'm gonna end it there, man. Yeah. It's a nice fixture too to use as a thumbnail. This is the clock tower at the Tulum. Yeah, I'll end it there, man. Until next time. Shalom. Yeah, this fool got the feet thing. Keep playing this shit. Until next time, Shalom.
Like it, baby.